Let me post on Twitter real quick. Oh, not that button. Oh, okay. I think this should be fine. There's no shading on these. We've got so much disk space though. So much layers, so many folders. It's like a freaking menu you have to go through. Oh no, this one's here. Oops. Yeah. His music is also like really one of the softest music in LSD-DDMs. Like I don't know why the dev wants to like, you know, make everyone forget it. There's reasons, but also like freaking Hydra Tail. Don't know why the creator of LSD-DDM doesn't want to remember. Well, doesn't want anyone to remember his game. Because it's just weird. And plus it's art. Yeah. Whatever the case is, you know, lots of people die within their creation, you know. It's only fair that some things just are never really truly forgotten. Also, how you been, Jotel? I'm just gonna stream real quick. Like I was considering of whether or not to do Minecraft or this is the wrong lineup. Well, it's forgotten. Yume Nikki fan games. Wait, was this moved? Yeah, okay. Yume Nikki fan games. There's one that you probably heard from a lot where a game called LSD-DDM was taken down by the creator and said like everyone just forget this game ever existed. So it was kind of weird, but the thing is the game is still remembered. And like if you remember when me and Oliver were doing the freaking the like multiplayer stuff, like for Yume Tuki, like they had a version of LSD-DDM there. LSD-DDM. So the game isn't forgotten. People very much remember the game existing. It's just people posting content about it and everything. It's just strange. It was now taken down though. It should. LSD-DDM and Yume Tuki is taken down from the multiplayer Yume Nikki website. which sucks because that's so, like I'm okay with LSDDM, that's fine, but it also sucks that Yume Tuki was taken down, because it's like, dude, it's Yume Tuki, it's super huge. Maybe it's an old version, but either way, it just sucks that it happened. All for the respect of the community. Or something like that. Either way, how you been? I just like this. This is one of the tracks, and it's like, how can anyone forget, you know? Anyway, or how can how can you say like, oh, don't let anyone else remember this creation, when it's like, the music's so nice and peaceful. A bit melancholy, but then again, that's a lot of Yume Nikki games. Also, so before this, I finished up watching another anime. I just want, even though I do still need to watch and Welcome to the NHK, which I have seen a few episodes about, and I still need to continue watching it. It still hurts to watch. Macdos, hello. I'm just drawing today. Just trying to get this commission done. It's super simple though, just line art and coloring. So it shouldn't be that bad. I just need motivation, like, and something to force myself to get a lot of work done of it. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, like I been watching. It's just hard to watch. So I wanted to watch like just some like very slice of life cute anime with girls, and one of them was I saw is called Comic Girls, and it was again very cute, very anime-ish and everything, very slice of life. But another thing that got me a lot was how clever the story was a little bit. Like, the story is a protagonist who wants to publish a manga and is struggling to make a good story. So she goes to this dorm place with 4 of the girls who are already drawing manga to get inspiration from. And then eventually she based off a story from the friends she had. And the title of her manga that she's gonna publish is gonna be called Comic Girls. So I just like how the purpose of the story is to show how well, I don't know, you know, it doesn't really translate to real life, but it's still funny to think that the entire anime is kind of like a I don't know how to put it, but it was interesting, and it was just, you know, a little cute thing that I didn't expect a little bit. It's meta, because, you know, when you make a story, a lot of times it's like, write what you know. So of course now she writes what she knows about having friends and working together, and that's the story you're already watching. It would be a lot more meta if that is actually even the creation for the anime, but I'll need to look into that. It would be real. I doubt it. I really doubt it, but it would be really cool if that was the case. Like, imagine the creator's just like, yeah, I was in the dorm with some girls and that was the inspiration for this thing, and then it's just like, oh my god, it really is super meta. Literally taking your life into a story. No, that's Facebook. I don't use Facebook though. I've only used Facebook for like 2 things: deleting it and playing games on it. Back then when we had a lot of old computer, I remember my mom having Facebook and playing this game called like Cityville. And it's like, oh, I like, you know, just going in there, seeing what to construct and everything. But then, you know, it was her account. So then I was able to make an account. And then I was able to play my own world and whatever. And I didn't use Facebook much after that. My life is too boring for that, GG. It's, I don't know how anyone would. I was making a joke about Facebook's new name. Oh, Meta, yeah. Kind of scary because then it's like, you know, literally real life. Or listening to a podcast, so it was just like they were making fun of companies being like, we need your data to make sure you are very secure and everything, and then like them joking, it's like, no, you're not. And it's like, yep, that's pretty much it. Kind of lying with reason. Well, we can't really confirm nor deny. That's the part. That's the icky part. Not able to confirm nor deny those lies. It's just the hardest. It's like, I can't prove because I don't see it. And even if I could, like, what would that change? Companies do need your data anyway. Oh well. I'm gonna give her vampire teeth. How have you guys been doing, by the way? It's getting closer and closer to Christmas. I just realized it is the 13th, and it's only a few more days until those times. God, I remember. I miss. Maybe I should have done it for old time's sake. Back in school, high school, middle school, maybe even elementary. I don't know when I started this, but even back then, freaking whenever the month of December happened. Bubble, hi! You just finished your semester. Nice. Did you wear a Santa hat the entire month of December? Because that's what I did. My fridge died and my final drawing project is killing me. Oh boy. Good luck with that, Mactus. For art class or something, right? I don't think I did it with college because college is much more flux, but for middle school and high school, December came along, and I don't know if any other schools have this still. There was always a no hat rule. You can't wear a hat in class, probably maybe because of like some safety that you can hide something under the hat. But either way, I wore one on the final day before I went to break. Yeah, that's a classic scene. But the second the second December hit, I would instantly wear a Santa hat for the entire month, and it would be perfectly okay. Every class, even if they had a no hat rule, would just like be like permitted. It's like, it's Christmas, you're allowed to. So I just did that, and now I'm realizing how much I missed that. Even though I could technically still do it, but it's not like anyone's looking. That's the point. Someone has to be looking. That was like the only thing that was really unique. Well, other than having like anime weep stuff, because I don't know. I didn't think it was like I'm peeking. I think. Let me lower the volume a little bit. That's why you put it on your character. I could put on the VTuber now. I'm too lazy though. Maybe next time. Maybe on Christmas or something. I don't know. I didn't think having like, you know, when you have the picture of some guy in school like having anime gear, it's kind of like this cringe moment or whatever. It's like, oh, he's such a weeb or whatever. He thinks he's so cool. Whatever. I just thought it was just like, I don't care. I got it because I just needed a backpack and I liked it. I know the Toho backpack I got was probably ripped off from somewhere. You were Naruto running down the halls. I didn't watch Naruto, so I didn't do that. I knew I think I knew the meme at the time. I guess it was still considered, yeah, memes. I knew like it was a thing, but I didn't do it. And maybe I tried it like very young when I heard about it, but not like actually like in school or whatever because I didn't care. It's not like I ran slow anyway. I pretty much ran fast enough back then, not anymore. Not only that I was part of a track team, but also I just unlocked the dark. I just remembered something really. Okay, freaking, what was the other thing? I'm trying to get like early food at cafeteria because freaking I hated the lunches they had there. That was another thing. Cringe is dead anyway. I wonder, like, does anyone even use that, like, the cringe word, like, literally this anymore? It's like no one cares at this point. There's probably a new word for it now or something like that. Something changed. The younger generation will always do something that will embarrass the older generation of the teenagers, and then the people that are the actual grown-ups are just trying to destroy the world, so it's just a cycle that never ends. Some people do, but those people are increasingly becoming an endangered species. That's a good way of putting it. Get these files. I just moved the image, so I should be able to just plop it in. Or not, no, it was turned, wasn't it? There we go. This commission is just a ton of portraits, just sell shit. Well, not sell shit, not sell shit. Just with flat color. That way it's easier for me, and so on. I'm gonna turn off the layers though. There we go. Christmas. The only one there were 2 Christmases actually. The 2 I remember that was the most memorable. I don't know if you guys like remember a very like big Christmas or whatever, like if there was a ton of people over or whatever. For me, the only 2 or the 2 moments I can remember is when I got the Nintendo DS playing New Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario 64, I think. And the most memorable one, getting the Wii for the first time, plugging it in and playing Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy and Mario Kart. There was also a SpongeBob game, but we don't talk about that one. Oops, and that was supposed to be in a race. And I freaking still remember just setting up the Wii on that Christmas, and then just like, all right, let's go play Super Mario Galaxy. Here we go. Just seeing it set up, the noises it made, the going to the menu screen for the first time. I can't be the only one now that like goes back to that, and it's like, what, like this is so nostalgic now. Like the Wii menu being so nostalgic. The Wii U, it more or less just feels empty now. I gotta fill up this gap. The Wii U menu just feels empty because it's supposed to be online, and it's not now, so that kind of sucks. Or Wii U, but the Wii will always be like this very nostalgic and really sad place, even if it's full with a ton of games and everything, because it's just the droning music it has, and then the channels. I don't know what made Nintendo go with channels, but it was like a really good idea. Oh, I have some color sticking out. Should be fine. There you go. It will never be outdone. Yes, the Wii will definitely never be outdone, ever. There might be, maybe in the future, there will be some video game console that will outsell the Wii, but probably never be as iconic as the Wii. Probably, since the Wii was very, for casual, and it was It was a good time for games. It was a good time for games. My cousin and I got out in time and raced to beat it. Speed run as soon as you get it for a Christmas gift. Christmas percent. Don't need to worry about the eyes. This layer, I'm happy for that. Nowadays, it doesn't matter anymore since I pretty much know what I'm getting in Christmas anyway. But there was a time where even if I knew, it was still a magical night, plugging it in the living room and just having a good old time. Let me change the music. Let's do something more in rhythm. This song is great and I love it. Pandora's Palace is already great and this just makes it better. Also, while the Wii was accessible for everyone, it has never been replicated. Yep. Because all the companies nowadays just want to like either... No, not even either. A lot of the companies, like video game companies now, is marketing towards like the huge gamers. Like even Nintendo, but like Nintendo is doing it out of force, which I can't blame them that much about. Like, tell me if I'm wrong with a lot of people talking to Nintendo about like, oh, do this for the hardcore audience and everything. Like Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, and you know, a lot of it is with very good game design, but it's definitely not like panderizing to the casual crowd anymore. Like, there's no Wii resorts or using the Mii's or anything. There's Wii Ring Fit Adventure, you know. But you still need to like get some accessories like on the side, and there's not even games for that. It's compared to the Wii, it's not as accessible, even if it has sub-casual games here and there. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but you know, a lot of the games nowadays, it's. Think if it got scared after the Wii U, probably yeah. But that was never the Wii U's really big problem, was the thing. The Wii U's problem was it wasn't marketed enough as a new console. At least that's what I keep hearing a lot. And I don't know much about the video games market back then, so it could be that was the reason. I have to reline out this one, or at least a little bit. Yeah, because the head's like this and the body's just... Okay. Besides Animal Crossing indie games, everything's basically a competition. I doubt... Okay, there's a video out there. I don't know how, like, you would say you agree or disagree. There's a video comparing the casual market to indie devs. And it's like, I think he made like a little test of like Stardew Valley versus Animal Crossing, where Animal Crossing was really like easy for casual players to pick up. Many people that were casual struggled for Stardew Valley. I don't know, I don't know what, it's been a while since I've seen that video, but it was, it had interesting points. And plus with indie devs, not only do you need to know like if you wanted to know about Undertale and all you had was like people say it was great, you need to know that it's on Steam. Like when it was launched, you need to know about Steam, have a computer, and know about the in-game meta jokes, because Undertale's entire purpose was, you know, RPG parody. RPG Maker games are very touchy with their topics. Yeah. Super Latch Shop was meant for melee players, not the casual audience. There's Five Nights at Freddy's was mainly just a horror game that was just very cheap, but again, also on Steam, needed a computer, and it was more it was definitely more popular for the YouTube guys more than the casual audience. It's hard to find like the indie games unless it's marketed very like even Hollow Knight, like one of the best indie games ever. That's like one of the best Metroidvanias. It's just known for being really hard for the people who live with Metroidvanias. it would be hard to suggest a casual person who's getting into games to play Hollow Knight. And like you see people praising it, it's like, oh, these indie games, they need to be in a pedestal. They're the best. They're the example companies should do. And it's like, yeah, they're great games, but the casual audience is the casual audience. But at the same time, I could say the same thing. You could, like Drill Tail and Macdos, you could say on Bubble, you could say that for also like movies. Like, isn't there like movies that the casual people that just watch like Marvel films wouldn't see themselves in because they don't know anything? Like, isn't there a thing of like indie films or like something like that? Like unique pacing, a unique way to tell their story that requires more knowledge on movies or parodies and that kind of stuff. It's not like indie games are a brand new thing, but it's definitely a only this line art. It's definitely a strange situation, I guess. I'm still glad for them though. They still managed to make some profit, I guess. At least they are hitting consoles at this point. So if they're on the sale, a casual audience might just instinctively run into them. And, you know, the best thing about Doki Doki Literature Club, One Shot, and hopefully Omori being into consoles is that some of the people in the casual scene will just one day look at it and it's like, oh, this game's cheap and it looks cool, I'm gonna go buy it. Sure, they won't have, you know, much detail behind the scenes, obviously, but they'd still just be able to easily play a game and have a good time, you know? As much as they can, at least. It's cheap, after all. Unless they just buy a bunch of shovelware. Ugh, shovelware. When does Let's Help come to Switch? Don't know. Probably never. 20 in the year 3000. Who knows? That would be really fun to see the game on Switch though, if it ever happens, but probably not. It's only coming to Switch if speedrunning is just as competitive on it. Someday. For this emote set, for like the little RPG Maker game someone I know wants to do, I could have just stopped at just like giving them unique faces. Like freaking Spellbubble doesn't even have unique poses for the characters, there's unique faces. And it's like, I could be lazy and, you know, just change the faces around, but it's like, I want to put a little more effort into it, you know? I want to make sure everyone has at least a unique pose. Their stance is a little different, you know? I didn't want just the face to change. I want to, like, their entire, like, put some arms in there, or the shoulders are in a different position. Makes it somewhat unique. I guess it would take longer and would cost more work, but at the same time, you know, Chair has never done anything easy, and neither did anyone else to get that far, so, you know, hard work. As long as it pays. That's not perfect, again, I'm still not the best artist Mac does to draw. Like, my line art is still shaky, and I still need to learn more anatomy and stuff, but, you know, definitely, if I'm gonna make sure, like, it's still unique to look at, you know? Someone like that. Oh, yeah, with the Oyo. So last time reading leaflet to do Starbound. I should play that game again, but I don't know. That game's kind of odd, not in the way of like, I want to play it, but when I play it, I get kind of bored and I don't want to continue, which is a weird feeling. Because there's obvious stuff I can do. I can work to get like different moves and new weapons and upgrade my stuff, but it's like I'm just not compelled to for some reason. Like, you give me Minecraft for Satisfactory and it's like, oh my god, I can't stand this walking speed, I'm getting an upgrade. Oh wait, I drew this wrong. But when it comes to Starbound, it's like, I just don't wanna, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that ingrained to do stuff from what I remember. I don't know. I don't know how many of you guys also played Starbound, but I don't know if the feeling's the same. Because then always with like Paul and stuff, it's always just like, oh, we'll just download mods and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I guess, but these fingers also aren't lighting up the way I want. There's long fingers and long hands. The sketch was not right. I've been lied to. I mean, I think this was modeled off of my hand, so it should be fine. What was the original sketch? I was thinking of doing Minecraft. Like, I said either Minecraft or art, and art beat it out because I just really want to finish this commission. This is one of the last things, aside from probably more Hazuki sprites, the last thing I need to do, and then I'm free for the rest of December, and now I don't have to do anything for the rest of the year. And honestly, just the sound of that is so much better than just doing Minecraft and procrastinating on this again, so I just had to do this more. Oh god, it felt like this year was very slow. Like, I can't remember another time where we had a very warm, just like peaceful Christmas, you know? Definitely hurts more since I don't have... Since one of the siblings are gone, so it's not a perfect Christmas, but a more just like back to the more just calm times of Christmas, you know? Kinda. Weird feeling. That I do miss. There's a couple of things I miss from ever since I think like literally the second where I started meeting Chair. Maybe not literally, but like around the time it started happening. Back in the school days, just waking up early to do stuff. Just because I didn't like the sound of my siblings at night or anything. I didn't like the commotion. So I woke up in early because not only... Two reasons. Not only was sleeping earlier a lot better, because then I don't have to hear the noise from everyone, but second, it was also because for school I woke up early anyway. So why not just do both at the same time, right? Why is these fingers so long? I'm gonna... My sketch an enemy is also not perfect, but we'll put it right there. I remember so much just waking up, but siblings are cute. Yeah, unless they're annoying, which mine all are. Sister's a brat, my brother had a superiority complex. My other brother is just like pretty much the embodiment of laziness. Spoken like someone without siblings, pretty much. Siblings in anime are cute, but not in real life. There's not the correct kind of sibling. There is, like, truthfully, like, there's definitely a lot of brothers that would die for each other, but my siblings are not like that. We all have our own opposite thoughts. Like I said earlier, I think more or less like the drive to Here's the best thing. I mentioned with the brother with the superiority complex. He's the one on the left. Freaking, he was usually like the timid one back as like young, but as time went by, he became more assertive and wanted to more pick fights than stop them. Like when it came to it, he would always argue with my dad for something. Whenever he goes into like a long discussion or whatever, he would always argue back. Like, but it was always in the terms of like, oh, why don't we do this or we do that, and then he wouldn't commit to it. So it was kind of like just him saying like, oh, you guys should do this and the problem is solved, and then would contribute nothing else. So it's just like, yeah. There was another point where like, it was just so infuriating, like, and I'm bringing back memories. Memories I haven't thought about in quite a while because I was so busy with Chair and Paul and streaming and art and stuff. I think definitely like doing art and all has kind of like suppressed those. It feels so long ago when they weren't that they happened like not that long, not that many, times. But it still feels like forever. How do I make this hand work? This is thicker, I think. Change song again. It was an interesting time for sure. Many interesting times, but so many mistakes, so many troubles. As much as like I love doing art and how I love like it brought me here to streaming to a Chair and all that kind of stuff. Can't say it definitely did isolate me a lot more, probably in a good way, because I was so like probably maybe not angry is the right word. I don't know. It was just hard to deal with multiple times. Like let me paint this image. Before doing art, a lot of it was just doing like video games and like schoolwork, right? So I started drawing around in high school. So then like when I got home, I didn't have any friends to talk to or any places to go, so I would just like play games or like do extra studies or whatever. And I would have to constantly deal with parents stuff all the time or sibling stuff, and sometimes they weren't home, so I had to take care of siblings when they were doing something, so that meant I had to always be on guard whenever I hear something and not be annoyed about it. It was a hassle and I hate it, and I still hate it to this day, but at least art is the outlet I can do. After then knowing art, now I became focused on doing that and getting better, and that became my main focus after that. Oh god, if only I could see myself how I was before I did art and stuff, because man, that must have not been very interesting. Because I knew about anime and I talked about that, but I don't know. I wonder if I go back to one of the. I wonder if the old teacher is still teaching and is still talking about, like, what if I showed her the drawing that I got from her that wasn't made by her, but it was made by a student like years ago that she kept, and she was like wanting to get rid of it. And it's like she knew I also drew, or like I liked anime, so she gave it to me because of the anime style. I still wonder who it is, and I still have it for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel bad throwing it out too, because it's like someone drew this out there and they still have no idea that I'm in possession of it. Who knows? So actually, also, About that too, that reminds me of something else. I just got the copy of Hotel Dusk. I don't know if I already said it on stream. But I saw that it has a save file in it. I just tested it to see if it would work and then I put it away for Christmas. But I saw that there was already a save file since 2018. So it's like, oh, like that is an old file. And it's like it has this feeling of like, man, either it could go two ways. Either it's just a file that started like on that year and then was never progressed and then sold immediately, so it has no data, it's just at the very beginning, or it's like at the very end of the game and it's like their own personal save file. So I really can't wait to not only play the game to see the story myself, but then also to just see what the person played it beforehand. Because it's a game where you write notes and solve puzzles, so there has to be notes in there. And if there's notes in there, what did the other person write down, you know? Post it on Twitter and say you drew it, immediately someone will call you out for stealing and tell you who it is. I definitely want to try doing that. Jokingly, of course. I'll jokingly be like, hey, this is my art. And just see if I get some response. And it'll be like, in Princess being like, no, not really, just want to find the person. Hi, Deba. How you doing? How was your day? I paid Oliver for a 3D model. I'll pay you eventually when I do the live 2D like model for the rigging. Someday. New year, new me. New outfit, I guess. Expensive, but yeah, at least it's just the rigging, so. You paid Oliver for what? I paid her for a 3D model. Well, kinda. Like, she already technically has a model ready, like the base model. So to just add clothing, I just like, here, clothing is just $50. It's like, alright, here's $50, make it out of like the winter uniform. And it was like, cool. So it's like, yeah, we get to see that soon. So now I don't have to wear. I'm gonna keep the older one for the summer like outfit stuff, like when in like a party or something, and during the summer. I'm keeping the winter outfit for, you know, general stuff. Also, I think Mia Art is streaming. Wow. Na, 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 na. I just like now, like looking into a game save file and seeing, well, most games like can't, because like let's say like New Super Mario Brothers or whatever, like there's not that much obviously, but if it's like a game where like a DS game where you can write stuff, like write notes or put in text stuff. Can you imagine like looking through a save file and seeing what they wrote, what they, what was in it, what was the notes they did, all that kind of stuff? Or to blink. Thank you. The white in my eyes definitely have some pain. I wish I didn't have to look at the white, but this isn't. I mean, technically it's more gray. The background is more gray, but if I make it more gray, it's gonna be hard to see the black. You want? Yeah. You want to see what white in Clip Studio is? Hang on, I can change this to full-on white. Look at that, pure white. I have to see. That doesn't help. That's not great. This is gray. The other tab was a reference tab. Bought a cheap used phone line once and it had nudes in it. I still logged into a dude's emails too. Nice. I remember. Okay, so this is gonna be kinda. Kinda weird, but back when we had, I think, like DSi, it's like DSi had like internet capabilities, like Wi-Fi. We were gonna sell it to like I think some girls or whatever that my parents found because like we had the 3DS or 2DS now or something. I forget what it was. Um, maybe it was the DS Lite. No, the DS Lite did not have internet capability. Either way, we were selling it, and it's like okay, cool. We're gonna sell it to these girls and everything. And then I remembered, like, hang on. I remember I put some stuff on that. So I quickly went to the DS before they arrived to delete every single bookmarked page of Rule 34 Nintendo characters I had on it before the girls arrived, because I knew if they went to the internet functionality and went to the bookmarks, they'd see all of that. And it was just a memory I hold dear to my heart because that was the hilarious shit. That was just something really funny that I keep remembering. Aside from that, though, it hasn't happened again, though. I haven't got any device, anything that had any data. I mean, technically, the 2DS that I have now is, I wonder if it has... Probably not. It's probably a factory reset, obviously, but... Because it's refurbished. It's, like, rebuilt, it's, like, broken and fixed up a little. It has dust in between the screen, which is kind of annoying, but whatever, I got it cheap. Yeah, always good to clear your tracks. Aside from that, though, nothing much. But, you know, if you're gonna sell a game, if you can take notes in, like have different save files, maybe put in a message there. Maybe your life story, I don't know. I definitely tried doing like the whole diary or journal thing and just never gotten focused enough to continually write it. I guess maybe the same thing goes to the dream journal. Like I've been forgetting to write in it a couple of times now. On my phone at least. Kind of sad in a sense because it's like I used to have a couple of journals, but now I don't even know where they are. You don't write in it, you lose all the effects you found in the dream. Yeah, that sucks. I still really want to make a Yuminiki fan game just to put in stuff from my dreams. Because I had some... But I just can't still stick to it. I don't know if it's like a little bit of the ADHD or whatever, I don't know. But it's still like, you know. I just keep forgetting sometimes if I don't try to do it into a habit. Well, yeah, but another reason to doing the dream journal is to like... I haven't had that many interesting dreams lately is probably the problem. I can't even remember like a couple of nights ago like having those. I can't recall. If I have a dream this tonight, then even if it's just like a very small one, I'll try to remember to write it down. But it'll be hard. I try to forget them quickly because they feel weird. I mean, that's what dreams are. As someone quoted, once you start writing a dream journal, you start to realize how insane of a person you are. It's crazy what you dream of, but equally crazy to realize you're the reason this scenario happened. Like I had a dream of like of Avatar, The Last Airbender, but like in the future, and like it was like you had to go to these temples. And it was weird, like pyramid temple. It was weird. I don't know what I thought of it, but hang on. Let me see. What is the wildest ones I have on my phone right now? Bum bum bum. Where is it? Did I delete it? Then I never downloaded it. I don't think I have it anymore. Yeah, maybe I deleted it just on a whim one day. Okay, maybe I'll download another one to try to remember. Things I remember about the dream I had this morning about George Washington wielding a two-handed sword. That sounds badass. I don't know what you're talking about. It was incredibly dumb. I had a couple of dumb dreams. Well, maybe dumb? I don't know. It's the ones I will always want to put in a Yume fan game. One being that, like, I realize an effect I have in my dream is that if I'm in a scenario I do not know how it works in real life, my dream will start to break. One time I had a dream that I was like being arrested, so I was put into a cop car and driven to like the police station. But what happened was that I didn't know the process of what happens when you're arrested. So when we got to the police station, like, I entered a room, it was bright red, a ton of people I recognized was there, like some TV, some effects, like some bubbles or whatever was going off. And I saw, as I see all this, and this, like, the dream slowly started to break off until I woke up. So it's like, I knew, like, my brain did not know what would happen, so it just put random shit in there out of nowhere, and yeah. So if there's something that happens in my dream that I do not know what happens in real life, it breaks. It was one of the trippiest things I've ever seen. Plot hole detected. I didn't even know why we're being arrested. And the dream just started with me already being arrested, and that was it. What's up in Twitter? I'm just some more and more art. And so happy to see more and more art. I once tripped Jack Black and I got caught in a terrorist bombing. Again, that sounds so badass though. Who doesn't want that situation to happen? I mean, come on. Why did I I don't know. Oh, my legs feel so stiff. Okay. When they're done, let's work on color. I'm not even a big fan or anything, it was just strange. I mean, but like, he's still well known, I guess. Because, like, I know him from Kung Fu Panda and stuff, from those films, so it's... So that's how I know about him. Oops, no. I'll change that. But, yeah, just delete the color, we'll... Just select it like this. Oh, right, there's some gaps in the... Yeah. Did I do sad? Well, it's not really a problem. I'll just move it to the folder. File management. Or folder management. I do not. Oh, for if anyone wants to see, like, if anyone really likes Japanese voice, like, anime Japanese voice actors, female voice actors, if you want to hear them scream a lot, watch Comic Girls. They scream so much. And it's not just the main character, it is so many characters will just scream. I don't know why. At least the character variety, I don't know if I can forgot how to pronounce it, were unique a little bit. I mean, it was still slice of life, so it didn't really have that many. But it was still cute. That's all I needed, just cute anime. After trying to go through Amori and watching the NHK, and after seeing so many serious stuff, it's just like, I want to go back to like the cute stuff now, please. Maybe I should watch. I'm definitely watching Haruhi again once like we're getting close to the holiday stuff, because I did that last year around Christmas because the end of Haruhi was in the Christmas season. That I'm gonna do again. I love doing that. Just in the living room, just to watch TV and just being like, yep, I'm gonna watch Haruhi. What about cute plus hard to watch? I mean, that's kind of just RPG Maker games for me, because a lot of RPG Maker games are cute. Like, Amori is cute in the dream world. But it's not hard to watch, so... I guess for me, hard to watch would be like either hitting home, like with the Hikikomori stuff with the Welcome to the NHK, or like, Watamote. Yeah, you know what, Watamote? Yeah, that would make that fits. It's cringe comedy, so it's very selective. It was hard for me to watch it. I can imagine it was hard for a lot of people to watch it. Have you read the manga though? Have you read the manga at least? Or at least a certain part from the manga? Okay, if you don't know then, I forgot which chapter it is, but there is a chapter where she starts getting friends, and she actually, like, starts to change herself. Like, she actually eventually gets a group of friends. She's still herself. Like, don't forget, she is still herself, and she'll say weird stuff all the time with her. But the funny thing is just seeing all the girls just like go with it, and some of the others being super confused about it. Like, there's a chapter where she's thinking about groping breasts, and then she said, like, she accidentally said it out loud, so a girl, her friend, heard her, and then she is like, oh, like, do you want to? So it becomes like they go out from the classroom a bit to have that situation happen. All the girls are just like, what the fuck is going on? And then, like, when they return, they have no idea what happened, and it's like, oh my god, did she do it? She gets friends unrealistic, can't watch. I mean, technically, the same thing has been happening to me at the same time. After meeting Chair and everyone, it's like, yeah, no, it... Eventually, if you seek out hard enough, eventually you'll find some. It's just funny the way Watamote still has its sense of humor with cringe, while now getting her friends. I think even at one point she like realizes, like, when did I get so many friends? It's kind of impressive. I stopped reading after a while, mainly because I was waiting for more chapters to come out, and then I got impatient, and then I didn't go back for some reason. So that was my fault. Na 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 na. I should have read it yet myself, but it's on the list. Ooh, on the list. Ah, I see you have an anime list too. I so whole I'm there with you. Put this reflection on here so it looks more shiny, and then delete. reverse up here, and then poof. Close enough. It like there was a certain like there's a little bit of me that's like so proud that she finally got friends and like she was having a good time now. Like after seeing her suffer so much in the anime, it was really fun to just see her actually relax for a moment to realize she's good now. I can't think of any other anime that's hard to watch though. I know an easy one to say is like Made in Abyss, but even then, that one's kind of like made for it, you know? Like the horror stuff, like, sure, I can get by, you know, girls just suffering, that's fine. So I can't think of it like any other cringe stuff. I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched the entire thing. So so maybe that doesn't apply to me until I watch the entire thing, but you know, busy guy, don't have time to watch anime all the time. Okay, 3 more. There's a small aspect of it, yeah. But it's talked about so much, so you know, it's hard to just be like, yep, that's something. Na 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 na. Why did I turn off? There it is. What's an anime that you like but can't recommend to a friend because it's kind of hard to get into? Not hard as in like you need to know context or whatever, like Lucky Star or whatever, but like hard like Miracle, but the visual novel. I guess. Well, visual novels are just hard for me in general, so I would freaking. It's just incredibly long, so not for casuals, basically. I need to try to get into Cher's like little Buster thing. It's hard for me to go through a visual novel because I'm just used to controlling characters in like RPG Maker and stuff. Like I'm used to a story being told in RPG Maker if there's a lot of text, just reading it. It's hard for me to do the same when it's when it's just reading, because then I want to read a book. What am I doing? Because like if it's a lot of text and if it's a book, I'll just, you know, I'll read in bed. I'll have a comfy time, get myself like some snacks and a drink, and I'll just relax. But when it's in a computer too, I don't have a laptop or anything, I don't have a tablet or anything. I can't bring it to bed, so I just gotta sit there, and it's just like, at least if I was controlling something, you know. I guess it's just my problem though. I would say, from what I know there's another anime that's like very dark, but one of mine is still like Happy Sugar Life. I like that anime, I love it a lot, but man is it brutal. Monitor on the Nightstand Go-Go. I don't have to put everything back when I want to draw. I mean, technically, if it works on computers and it's on Steam, so it has controller support, I could like put it. I could connect the controller and just lay in bed that far away. It just won't be able to see as well. I want to redo the Happy Sugar Life and Petscop. I miss Petscop. I love that when that was the thing. Seeing it uploaded and just seeing like what the hell was going on. Nothing like it ever became anything like it again because, you know, it was hard work. But I still cannot forget when the Reddit posted about like a game that uses a similar sound effects and everything, and then the entire thing just freaking the fuck out. I remember like going to DMs and going to different people that also talk about the series and be like, dude, like check out what this thing was posted in Reddit, and just freaking out. It was that stuff, man, I miss. Should this also be pointed down too? So it looks kind of the same to me, but it's too sharp. Or round. There we go. Aside from that, though, what else? What else about anime? I don't know. I haven't seen much about it. I did see the Dragon. Oh yeah, the Dragon Maid second season. Maybe I should put it back on the anime list in Google Docs. It's the same series. It's not a different anime. It's just a season 2. Unless I. No. I enjoyed the Dragon Maid season 2. I might have said it before. I will say, okay, out of ranking with how like damaging an anime is, like some anime is like, you know, just like wholesome recovery stuff. And it's not really, you know, there's no stakes. You know there's no stakes. You know that whatever thing that's bad, it's going to be recovered, you know. But I also like how there's some anime I could recommend for like if you don't want to go to the slice of life stuff. Like Assassination Classroom, it's like, it's not that serious, so it fits into that like, it's just a slice of like really comfortable anime. You can know that nothing bad will happen, but it's also just enough action and just enough tension that it's like, it's still not very calming slice of life. There's stuff that like will surprise you and stuff that's like pretty heavy with the characters. It's like an anime to wind down from a very heavy anime, but isn't just slice of life. The only problem I have with that anime is how much they got them talk a lot in action scenes. Why can't they just let the action speak for itself and have you see the result? You're just padding for time, that's all you're doing. Aside from that though, I think I'll like watch it a couple of times even after. I still need to watch the Yuki. Should I also what? I don't know. I actually never seen Haruhi with the original dub, the Japanese dub. I've only heard it in the English one. I think also with Lucky Star as well. I started watching anime with those as dubs, so I can only hear them in dubs. I just feel, I know like, because those were also the voice actors kind of like were reused a lot, I think, because I remember Kyon's voice in the English version was used for another anime during those times where those voice actors were overused. But still, I can't not hear his voice other than that voice in the English dub. Not even the Japanese one. I need to see what else he voices just to hear his voice again. I miss the good old action scenes where characters stand facing each other for 30 seconds, then there's a 21.5 minute flashback of the previous episodes. I don't know when I'll experience that, but I can assure you someday I'll experience that. Some anime will have that. Sometimes I'm okay with it. Like, freaking One Punch Man. Like at the very end when the villain like the final villain was like monologuing. That made sense because it was also expanding with what Saitama is. Like Saitama's just like, all right, whatever. So it was just like monologuing for the sake of just like being like, oh, look at how powerful I am. Oh shit, I'm dead. There's also monologuing for like the right reason, just to get a point across to the character, like its actual character building. I love, like, probably, how can I explain it? A good example is, let's say, like, let me think. What's one? I can't think of any anime on top of my head that has like actual good monologuing from like a character. I can't think on top of my head. Damn. I heard about that season 2 stuff and I didn't even touch it. I'm just like, if that's how bad it was, like, that sucks. I feel so bad for the creator then. I feel really bad for like the people that make like stuff and then like their seasons just drop out. One of the one that'll always feel pity towards is Chalk World. I don't know if anyone knows that. Boku no creator. He actually told his fans to consider not watching the anime. Ouch! That must suck so much. To just come outright to be just like, yeah, we couldn't get it. Like, just don't watch it. Just don't bother. Don't be disappointed. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Yeah, and you know what? You know what else I feel bad for? Samurai Jack Season 5. Because there was one point very specifically where I realized that, like, I'm watching it and it's like, man, this is, like, really nice and everything. And then the second I noticed, like, some things being off, I realized it and I was like, oh no, they're running out of budget. So they have to rush things, and sure enough, I was right. I still enjoyed it, but I was right. Some of the anime dreams will come true. Like, for so long, I really thought, you know, Komi Can't Communicate, like that manga series. I totally thought that that would come first. Like, I saw how popular it was. I was reading just this other like unrelated manga or like, you know, series, and I was just like, yeah, Komi is so much more popular. This will definitely, like, I hoped for an anime of the one I was reading, but I knew Komi would get it sooner. Nope, opposite happened. The one I was reading actually got an anime sooner, and then Komi got one. And I haven't seen the Komi anime, mainly because I'm not as into it, probably. At least just like the clips and premises I've seen. Like seeing cute girl who is shy. Like, I feel like it's a little bit, you know, just like, maybe I'm not as interested with it. Not that I think it's bad or anything, just like, I feel like it's not hooking me in, you know? And I find that a little bit ironic since, since the anime I wanted was one where a guy gets married in the very first episode, and it's just like them going through marriage and then there's life story. But for some reason, I like that a lot more. Don't judge me so much. I'm not smart with my anime choices. It's so cute though. It's such a cute anime. Hopeless romantic confirmed. Hi, Kachito. I almost said Cody. Hi, Kachito. How are you? How are you doing? Talking about anime. Director of the anime version, Bakuno dislikes the original manga from him and out. You can't expect the animation to expand on what you might find appealing for. So, fans of the original, please do not watch the anime version from now on. The director of the animated version dislikes the original. So that's like they had a grudge. Also, hi Nori. We're all here. Hang on, let me pull my notes real quick. I will talk about more about anime. I really wonder when stuff like that happens if like the director and the creator had like some dispute or something, you know? Like it really feels like it. Something about that happened. That was the reason why like I brought up Chalk World or whatever. Because if you don't know, for those who don't know the Chalk World cartoon back in Nickelodeon, I think in Nickelodeon, they kept putting that show. It's a really interesting show, but they kept putting that show when kids were asleep, so it never got enough attention. So then the cartoon was immediately dead anyway. So it was just like, well, what the heck, you know? It was so weird that like a studio would just keep putting the cartoon like still alive, still making the creators work, but get nothing out of like viewership or anything. It was almost unheard of. And that kind of stuff just makes you feel like the director just really hate this person or something, just wanted to sabotage the show. It was just really odd. My weekend's been fine. Just working, trying to get. Well, I'm almost finished with everything I want to do now. All I need to do is just finish up DSK's commission, and that's about it. Chair probably maybe wants me to make more sprites for Hazuki, so if that happens, I'll work on that obviously. But if not, then I'm just gonna focus on streaming Omori and finishing that. Start working on making a script to talk about the next LP, and practice trying to draw art better by, I guess technically tracing. Oh, yeah, tracing to try to practice to learn. Like, see if I copy an artist, how close would it be to the same thing, to see what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing what they do that I don't. LP, I do music too. No, LP like as in let's play, like let's playing games on YouTube. I was thinking of doing music, but I think arts and video and streaming is like more in touch, and to go to music like very brand new, I have no clue. So I think I'll do music eventually, but not today. Na, 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 na. Nori and Kachita, how have you been, by the way, too? How's your weekend been? Hopefully they've been fine. You've been doing all good. I'm getting ready for Christmas. I'm excited. Bought a saxophone over lockdown that I played like twice. Nice. Freaking yeah, anime stuff here, and then we're talking about anime, and I was finished up an anime called Comic Girls. Very cute anime. Super adorable. It's a lot of girls screaming. Like a lot of screaming. I don't know why they have a lot of screaming in it. This is gonna be hard for me to not hum. let's see. Okay, we only need 2 more. Hurt and Surprised. And then we're done with the wifey. Doing alright, lazy ass day. I got groceries now. I wanna relax and maybe draw and watch hen. I mean, study ref vids and booking. Same. Same, dude. Same. I just wanna watch hentai too. Why can't I live fulfilling life? Bum 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 ba da na na dum bum ba da na 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 bum 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 bum. I might have to redraw this whole thing actually. Man, it's not that bad. Na 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 na. I really love the Panzer. This one, like, you saw me posting a couple of times, just being like, this. What got me through drawing was this music, because music is so nice. Sounds like a manga. Trying to watch hentai. Why am I not failing in life? Damn, you got me. Figured me out. I've considered like maybe I could draw a manga, but I need to draw like some shorts first so I can get used to making like comic panels. Maybe next year. Next year I had in focus to start working on animation and stuff, but on the side I could also try to do some comic panels. Yes, ba. Na, 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 na. How did you get command blocks in my server again? If it's true, I'm calling Paul on you. Hang on. Calling the police. I'm calling your I don't know. I'm not gonna tell. Reporting you to Paul. You will be banned. Oh yeah. You gotta arrest Paul, who you think is dealing out the command blocks. I'm sending this to him. He is gonna be banned. Bum ba-dum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-da-dum bum bum bum. The conspiracy in my server of who's dealing the command blocks. Though Bao has always been one to just always freaking what's it called? Just to always like mess up and like try to mess the entire world. Yep, causing shenanigans. That is the double way. I think the music's still a little too quiet. There you go. I don't know who here grew up with the Plants vs Zombies DS version. I didn't know much about Plants vs Zombies to have like the computer version because I didn't know that existed. I only saw like mobile, but that was like the free version. So seeing like one for the DS was like really weird. And man, it's a good version. It's like a really good version of Plants vs Zombies, better than the mobile one, which is free. The mobile one is free, but you can barely buy. I think even is missing some mini games, probably. So really, if you want the best portable Plants vs Zombies that isn't like the Game of the Year Steam Edition or whatever, is the DS version. It's really weird. Na, 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 na. That's how I grew up with learning, you know, Plants vs Zombies with this game. DS, you're such a grand old man. Na 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 na, ba da 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 da. Na 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 na. And then there was a DS version, and I played with the phone one for a while, but I got annoyed with all the MTX. Yep. There is a DS version. And the music is like decent too. It's not obviously orchestrated like the actual like original, but I like how they knew that. Like they knew that, and it's like we're not gonna try to like match the original. We're just gonna make it sound good in our own way. So you always have a beat going. It always sounds like there's a horde when there isn't. Unfortunately, that means there's no like nighttime like. You know the nighttime theme, how it like has a horde theme that's like really different. The DS version doesn't have that, and the DS version also has two different like exclusive modes. The weird thing though is that you can't have both because there's two different Plants vs Zombies for the DS. There's the physical copy of Plants vs Zombies, and there's the DS store, the digital Plants vs Zombies copy. So here's the thing: if you had the, I was confused when I remember there is a Plants vs Zombies third-person shooter. God, EA went rampant. EA went rampant with the Plants vs Zombies IP. Though I think the DS one isn't published by EA; it's published by the original guys. I think, I'm not sure. Either way. What was I gonna say? If you have the physical, I think the only exclusive game, well no, not only, an exclusive game you have is called, I forgot what it's called, but you actually play a 2D like shoot 'em up. You play as a like repeater, and you use the touchscreen to move around and dodge obstacles as you attack the zombie boss. And then frickin' what was the other thing? There was also a microphone mini, but I think that's included in both versions. So the physical release had a like shoot 'em up section as a mini game. The digital one had a mini game where you dragged brains around, and then you tried to round up zombies all at once in a cage and have ravens kill them. It was really weird, but it's also weirder that that mini game is not in the physical one, only in the digital one, and the digital one does not include the shoot 'em up section. You know the best PvC OST? Is that Garden Warfare or is it another one? Na, 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 na. You know what? Let me also show off. No, roof stage. Oh no, I have the roof stage. Here's the DS version of it. little different, as you can tell. I think it's obvious though that DS also doesn't have any of the cheat codes, but I think it has more achievements or less. I think it has less achievements. Obviously the OG is better, but for the DS, like, this still sounds really nice, and it's in its own way, it just sounds really nice. Yeah, just to humor you too. There we go. Na 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 na. I thought about, like, what if someone, or what if I, like, worked on a Plants vs Zombies mod just, like, using Touhou characters. Just me and my wild ideas, though, I guess. Na, 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 na. You know, there was also a Plants vs Zombies manga. Now you will never be able to unthink that thought. I tried to see if any, like... Oh, that's too quiet. I tried to see if there's any VTubers, like, that actually played it, but aside from maybe some very obscure, like, I mean, the English VTubers, yeah, but, like, any Japanese VTubers played it? Couldn't find any. I saw some shorts of some VTubers playing it, but not, like, I couldn't find the full stream. Na 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 na. Pretty sure. I wonder if one day the Hololive Girls will play it, but you know, it's a lot of video games, and they don't normally play old games unless it's like Korone or another. I forgot which another one played like older games. Usually, when one plays it, one plays a pretty. Which game plays for Zombies? Like, Korone played a ton of NES games, and like, the Hololive Girls played Henry Stickmin because that was being popularized because of Among Us. Like, that was the thing that was going on. So I wonder if the Hololive Girls will ever play Plants vs Zombies. It will never happen, probably, because it's not relevant at all. But it will just be like a, what if, you know? What if one of them actually, like, really enjoys that game and they play it on stream? What if one of them... Okay. So, I don't know if anyone knows. And I don't like to talk about it because of Vote for Waifus, but for those who know Sonic Royal Blast 2, there's a mod that there's literally a Persona game that you can download for that game. And it's like, it has combat and everything and an RPG turns, and it's like, what if one of the Hololive Girls for Persona played that mod? That'd be insane. Not to mention the hurdles. But then again, I guess if they play that, they'll play Sonic Royal Blast Kart and so on, and then at that point it's just knowing the mess that is my community. Well, mess, I say. I haven't even seen the mess. But man, it's still impressive that I remember playing it and I was in their server and I did not see the announcements. Can confirm a mess. Yeah, okay, then yeah, a mess it is. Did not see them as. I looked back. When I started to get to know what I was, and I saw that message now, and it's like, oh man, this entire time, just right under my nose, this was happening. I was having a blast playing that game, and now thinking about the game now, it's kind of hard to just go back. Well, what a legacy. People are weird. It happens, but that is the Sonic community, I guess. Oh well, it will die in infamy. For us, at least. I don't know if it will for the rest of the community. And if it dies in a fire, let's celebrate with marshmallows. Oh, also, I did not know there was a freaking campfire, like leaf campfire in Animal Crossing. So I'm so bad, like I liked it because I could put it for the Reimu Shrine I'm building in Animal Crossing New Horizons. But then I saw that there's a version, like you can customize it to have marshmallows. That's like, God, I don't have enough for 2 of them. But I need it for the shrine because it just fits Reimu, just cooking stuff using burnt leaves. It just fits so well, and I feel so bad that Reimu's that poor. Well, just the few that are running it, yeah. Let me change music too. I had a playlist going. What is this chin? This chin looks really nice. Okay, I made this back by Twitter. Hang on. What that? Let's go deeper. Go to the Deltarune music. Man, it was so cathartic going into Castle Town and hearing this theme, like a lot more brighter and everything. Okay, if the rest of the chapters are gonna be developed like all at once, I'm definitely gonna play it just on a binge, just like not even contact the online space, just binge through the entire thing, and then make a stream of me playing it afterwards again, if I like it that much, which I might. Considering how much I like Chapter 2 and Chapter 1, the only reason I'm not doing that is because I want to wait for the entire thing to be done to explain everything. I don't want to like do a stream to like go in deep about something when I don't even know the end. Like, that's what I did for Omori, like, and all that kind of stuff. So in 2030, yep. See you in 2030. That does not roll off the tongue well. If I can wait years and years and years for Chair G tables, I can wait for Deltarune. I wasn't even like, when is it gonna come? When is it gonna come? I was just like, however long it takes, it'll take. And so that's why it was a genuine surprise seeing my phone with the alert of Deltarune has posted something and be like, and it's a great thing too, because the fact that they don't post much often, at least I think so, unless it's retweeting, you know, make sure that everything is being kept a secret. Unlike some games. Not you, Omori, you're good. I wonder when Yandere Simulator will be finished. In an unironic twist, you know, I just want to see how it goes. As I said multiple times, just how will it go? Will it go terribly, or will it actually end up fine? Will he learn his lesson, or will he succumb to the internet? Might be finished in the near future, and for next year then, that'll be fun. Get to see how things turn out. I'm not gonna be mad if it's gonna be great. In fact, I hope it turns out great. I hope it does well. It might seem weird, but like, I don't want to wish things to go badly. If it turns out to be great, then he learned that it was a good idea in the end. Things went well. But if it doesn't, well then, tried his best, but he just couldn't make it. It's a story, you know? It may not be a dramatic story in the terms of the movies and such, but it is a story of a person, and that story will have an end. And that end would be a reflection of what everything came prior. That's what I like about just seeing how things go. Not being mad, not being sad, just seeing how things take its course. That's why I don't blame Omocat for like waiting so long for Omori. Like, I've seen videos talking about like, oh, it was so like communication lacking and this issue, and you should have done this better, and I just like, yeah, could have done it better, but the result is something that is beautiful. So was there issues? Yeah. You guys should probably shut up about that now, because it doesn't matter anymore, at least to me. Now to everyone, because, you know, game's out, you got what you wanted, everything turned out fine. There's no reason to be mad at the result in the past, you know? Unless someone came in another game and did the exact same mistakes again. Then there's some, like, maybe there's some need for improvement, but, you know. Mostly, if people really care, things will go out well. But what if I want to be mad? Fucking, okay, fine, go for it. Oh, let me put some... I don't know, I used to be very, very easily pissed off, but now I'm more mellow. I don't get mad as I used to anymore, and I see that as a good thing. I now see games more openly. I see, like, I'm not like, oh, this thing has this bad part, this game's trash or whatever. That's why I see, like, I'm very forgiving with a lot of games. Like, you know, everyone complains about Skyward Sword. Everyone complains about the tutorials and fight and everything like that in Skyward Sword. I'm just like, I don't care. It's a bother, sure, but does that take away from the rest of the game? No. Is the motion controls weird? Maybe, if you're not used to them. But are they bad? No. I still enjoy it all the time. Don't get it. Don't get it at all. The only games I have, like, a huge rage towards is this is a tangent. God damn it. I guess that was also, supposed to be just skin. Alright, I'll just remove that line. It'll just be easier to color it in. Oops. There you go. The only two games I have some rage is not because they're bad, not because they killed my childhood, it's just because, well, okay, I guess for me Sonic Heroes, but like, Patapon is just because it could have been great and it isn't, and Sonic Heroes because that is just more childhood trauma. It's really glitchy and it doesn't make sense, it's like the physics are weird and everything, and it's just like, I could have fun with it, but man, it also hurts because of the history I had with it. Is it fun for some people? Sure. I just have a bad history with it, and I can acknowledge that. Aside from that, though, I can't think of any other game that I would say I dislike or have enough stuff that I'm not enjoying it. Like, even Iconoclast, a game that I feel like I didn't really feel that much towards the gameplay, that I probably wouldn't replay it again, that I didn't feel that much from the story, that I didn't feel much with the gameplay and everything, and I didn't feel much with the characters. even that, I can still say, yeah, I enjoyed the experience going through it. And it's just the internet leeching out its rage, you know, and it's spreading so much. I guess it's dying down now, but, you know. Is there any objectively bad games you like? Let me look at my Steam library log. Maybe I can find something there. Because I have to have one. I have to have one bad game that I actually genuinely like. First, let me change music. Let's see. Portal, No Man's Sky. I guess No Man's Sky is not considered bad now. Cyberpunk 2077 glitches were extremely entertaining for me. That's a bit of a weird one. Mainly because I know, how should I say it? Because one, like, it's enjoyment for not the game, not the developer purpose. Like, you're enjoying it because of how incompetent it was. But also, there's like actual people that like would say it sucks, but I still enjoy like the effort put into it. Like literally, ProJared's top 10 worst and best games has both Cyberpunk on both lists. He considered it the worst game and the best game of the year. Let's see. Let me keep looking. Kurt's Bell, Iconoclast, Hyper Light Drifter. Nope. I don't have any bad games in here. This is the thing. What about DS games? Or what about the games I have? But I can't say they're objectively bad though. Because again, I'm very forgiving, so like, yeah, some people might say it's like an average. And I don't think I have played any like really bad games. Like, I could only say Sonic Heroes, but some people do enjoy Sonic Heroes, and I only blame that I don't like it because I had a childhood history with it. I had some like kid games, like children's games like Diego and like Dora games and such, but like they're for children, you know? They're not like bad because they have bad game design. It's just for kids that, you know, developers just with no brains. Skyward Sword, Galaxy. I don't have Sticker Star, so thank goodness. I really can't think of anything. I don't think I've played a game that like is really, really bad. I'll keep thinking about it, but I mean, Sonic Colors, I played some shooters, but they were, you know, pretty good. Pokemon games, but it's just that I don't like Pokemon's gameplay, but they're not really bad. They're still good, I'm just not into them. Super Mario Sunshine, but even then, some people do consider that a cult classic. Like GameCube games I've played. I've played a Robots tie-in game. Pokemon Sword, oh boy. Oh yeah, I've seen stuff from Pokemon Sword. But I never played it. I have more Pokemon games. I haven't played Sun and Moon or Alpha Ruby, but I have those. I have Pokemon White too, and Pokemon Black, but I never finished them. I just stopped playing because I'm just not interested in Pokemon. it's hard to think. It's hard to think like what if I ever play an objectively bad game. I have movie tie-in games, but would you consider those bad when it's clear the developers didn't put any effort into? I mean, also, they aren't totally bad for movie tie-ins sometimes, you know? Friday the 13th for the NES for me? Never heard of that one. Everyone hates that game, but I'll still fight them. Took a hiatus from Pokemon for like 10 years, came back with Sword, and that was a mistake. Ouch. That sucks. Wait. No, that still wouldn't count because people do actually like that game. I'm thinking like back when I had shovelware. People enjoy Super Paper Mario. I enjoy that game. Hang on. I still cannot think of anything. I really don't. Oh, that game. I have been thinking to play that game just to see what it's all about, like seeing it in person and just being like, oh man, I want to someday. I still have a list to go through. Okay, but Freak, I would say though, well, I can't tell you objectively bad game that I enjoy. I can tell you I forgot what I was about to say. Damn, it was like the reverse of that. It's like a game that... oh god, what was it? I forgot what game I was gonna talk about. No! Like, I didn't enjoy Rabbit Ribby that much. I played a lot of Skyward Sword. I like Super Paper Mario. There are some like movie games that I like playing, but they were like pretty good in standard. I can't think. I was gonna say something about like maybe a game that I liked and not a lot of people did or something, or like I don't know. If I remember, I'll say it in like a burst out loud. It's eating me up. I'm trying to remember it, and it's just like, what was it? What was the game that I was thinking of that I wanted to talk about that was like actually interesting? Hi Nori, welcome back. I'm trying. Freak asked earlier of what game that is objectively objectively bad, but but you like. And I wanted to say something, like something different, like maybe a game everyone likes but I dislike, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if that was the one exactly. Was it like one I thought was overrated? Or no, it was a game that everyone is like, I feel bad that I dislike Cave Story. Because it's the beginning indie game of, like, you know, ever. I'll check my video games. I think it was that, like a game everyone like really knows and loves, and that I actually really dislike it. What issues did I have with it? I wasn't that into the story for one. But second, I think most of it was gameplay. Most of it was, I really felt discouraged to really use, like, the whole thing was like, you know, you had to use these weapons to fight monsters, and when you kill monsters they drop like little power pellets or whatever. Then you get those and your gun levels up, and then you know, you're much easier at killing things. But I felt like it was really harsh that like when you get hurt it levels down, so that like rushing things was really discouraged. And I always felt being punished when I was trying to do something like rushy, like trying to bomb rush a chest, trying to kill a ton of enemies at once, because I would get hit once and then I start losing power, and then I now end up surrounded and then end up dying. Mostly a favorite gunplay. There was like a dog quest that I had to keep going back and forth to collect dogs that were hidden. So I had to traverse this level over again, and it was just like, I think it was like you could go all the way back to get one dog, but because you don't have the other ones first, it disallowed you from picking it up because a cutscene had to happen. It wasn't like I don't really like, I hate it, or like I feel like it's a little overrated. It was just more, it's like, I guess that was fine, but it didn't really click with me as much. And I feel bad because it's, you know, one of the first indie games ever. Like, I enjoyed Yume Nikki and stuff. I enjoyed other Flash games that were in the early days, but Cave Story was just one that it's just like, okay, but I didn't. It was one thing really funny to finally hear like music I've heard all the time from other videos and such, and be like, oh, so this is where it came from. But aside from that, like, I didn't really felt super satisfied with the game in the end. It was just sort of like, oh, like, okay, I guess it's over now. And then I just didn't really... Usually when I play a game, I have it in my mind for a long while. Like, recently when I finished Endless Empty, I still think about that game a lot. When I finished about Iconoclast, I still had it in my mind a lot. But with Cave Story, I didn't. I was just like, alright, that's done. I guess I'm missing something? And that was pretty much it. Can't really say there were really criticisms because it did nothing really that wrong. It was just something that just didn't click with me, I guess. It was just sort of like a meh. If you gave me a choice of like every video game that I have in my library and like Cave Story, I would prefer playing any other game rather than Cave Story. It's like that's the level of like, I really don't want to play Cave Story, kinda. I'm surprised I didn't hear a criticism of how to get the good ending. I know there's a good ending, and I know I didn't get it, but I kind of don't care at the same time. It's like, oh, it's a good ending? Well, if it's hard or whatever, you know, I don't mind. You know, I play RPG Maker games. I play RPG Maker games where getting a good ending is kind of complicated sometimes. I played Enroll, where Enroll isn't that complicated. That was just negligence. If that's a common criticism of how to get the good ending, then it's just like, okay, whatever. It's an extra, I guess. I don't mind that much. I've also seen worse. I've also seen worse from other games having a more complicated good ending. What was it called? Clock Tower Ghost Head or something? That's a game that's really, really mean. Oh, this music ended. Oh my god, we're at 2 hours already. And it's weird too because it's almost the same feeling. It's almost the same feeling as Iconoclast. I also had the almost same feeling with Iconoclast. I feel like the weapon stuff, even though it wasn't upgradable, it wasn't really like, you don't get punished for getting hit, but you also didn't feel powerful. You killed enemies the exact same way, and you didn't get that much freedom with killing enemies with unique ways. Yeah, back then it was nothing else. That's why I feel so bad about it, because it's the first indie game ever. Yeah, mostly puzzle solving tools. It was even rough to attack enemies at times. It just didn't feel satisfying. It never felt any sort of satisfying like Cave Story. Like even like upgrading trinkets, you know, when you get hit. Like, okay, let me say, Jotail, freaking that's one thing. Iconoclast kind of does the upgrade system a little better than Cave Story, in my opinion, because it's not dependent on your weapon. It's just little bonuses, like a little icon that takes one hit from you, or breathing a little bit longer, or lasting longer electricity. The problem is that they don't do it enough. There's not enough uniqueness around it to worth having those. It's a bit weird that the starting weapon was always the best way. Yeah, because you could spam it. So it was kind of like redundant. Like, you can get all these upgrades, you can charge up, but remember how I said Cave Story has the disadvantage of, yeah, you have powerful weapons, but if you get hit, you become weak again, so you have to play as carefully as you can, not using the overpowered weapons. Well, Iconoclast has the same issue. You can charge up your weapons for higher attack, but they have a cooldown. You're just better off using your normal weapons. And I think you said I wasn't too happy with the crafting system. He said he largely put it because people felt like it was a thing people wanted. It was helpful. There was design reasons. Listen, Drillto, there was design reasons. He put crafting recipes in places where you would want to equip for the next area. He will. There's deliberately like, you would see water and it's like, oh, we're going to be swimming. I should equip some swimming stuff. You would see electricity and be like, oh, there's electricity. I would put in some electricity stuff. But there's not enough uniqueness. It's not about customization. It's just like looking at the situation being like, oh, there's a boss battle. I'll equip so I have more defense, you know? Bad game, but you really enjoy it, right? Yes. A game that is like on either Metacritic or Steam reviews say it's like mixed or like pretty bad, but you really like. What is this music, by the way? It's Burley's theme. It's his Smart Race versus Birdly from Deltarune. You probably don't remember it, because for how much good music there is in the game, this one is also good, but it's definitely a least memorable track, I think. Far Cry Vengeance for the Wii? Far Cry was on the Wii? Yeah, I need to check this out. Oh god, those are some graphics. Those are some graphics. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, that's all that matters. But oh, those are some graphics. Yeah, just for gameplay and all. Do I have any water in here? A little bit. We're broken there, but okay, that counts. Yeah, probably not. If you like it unironically, not the way the developer intended, then it doesn't count. I mean, you could still like it, but for liking the game as is and praising the developer for their work, that's a different thing. Still trying to... Nope, still can. I'm trying to remember like some suppressed memory or something, but you know, if I'm suppressing it, then it still wasn't a good memory. I didn't enjoy keep doing that. I really believe there was a game I enjoyed playing at one point. Some game out there that wasn't good. I can't think. Yeah, let's put in the important part. Well, first, hang on. First, we'll change the eyes. I like the things people criticize a lot, but yeah, a lot of things are incredibly broken. Yeah. I'm suppressing a memory. Like, I vaguely recall a game that wasn't good. I've heard it wasn't good. I heard people disliking it. And yet I remember playing it a lot. That I enjoy some, like, very, very good, like, content memories with it. But I can't remember that well. I can't think what it is. You know what console? I'm trying to remember which one. Let me break it down for you. I started with knowing the N64. We had Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, had GoldenEye. I think we had a shooter in it. I don't know for sure. We had Star Fox. I think that's everything. We had Toy Story for the Nintendo 64. I don't think I have it anymore though. Lost to the ages. Never finished it too either. There was... I did not have Banjo-Kazooie. I'm sorry. I wasn't at the age where I knew video games. Literally, the only reason I have Star Fox and GoldenEye is because my dad found them out of a dumpster. That is the only reason. It's really hilarious. Yeah, Mac does. It literally, that's what he said. It was out of a dumpster. If like someone threw away a Nintendo 64 and games with it, and now GoldenEye is one of the most rarest games of all time, and it's sold for thousands. So I have a copy of GoldenEye that yeah, I did beat it. Hard as hell, but I did beat it. So for GameCube, let me break it down again. Had Sunshine, bought Paper Went 1,000 Year Door. There was Nickelodeon. There was a Nickelodeon game with a ton of other characters. You know what? It was Party Blast. Nickelodeon Party Blast. You know what? Hang on. It's a licensed game, but does that count? Does that count? Because I've heard people say it's bad. I heard people say it's not that great. But I did enjoy it a lot. And you know what? If I were to play it today, I still would. But wouldn't it count because it's licensed? And usually the licensed games aren't like that. They're kind of easy pickings. Like, oh yeah, of course they, like you could say like, oh yeah, of course the developers didn't care because it's, you know, it's a licensed game. Yes, ba? There's a lot of good licensed games, but strictly speaking, like, I don't know. One Shot? What about One Shot? Okay, fair enough. So there's a game I would like, technically. You know what? Let me confirm this also by bringing up the ratings for that game. Nickelodeon Party Blast review. Let's see IGN. 1.1. Now Metacritic. 3.6 user score. People did not like this game. But at the time, for me, I actually really enjoyed it. There we go. There's one game. It's a licensed game, not an official like from a company or anything, not an original IP. But I like it. I don't think I have the game still, and I don't think I have the original CD for it. I could get a ROM for it to prove that I still enjoy it, even if it's kind of, you know, yeah. But I guess there's one. It's a game that's objectively bad, but I do enjoy. Cody, give her a mustache? No. Let me make sure the plushies are more spread apart. These are very heavy plushies. I'm gonna have to find in Clip Studio Store like another lighter one to make it easier to draw. Maybe that's not a good idea though. Yeah. And erase that. Try again, this time a lot lighter. You know what, fucking, I'm gonna go find one right now. Nope, not that. That client log. Fallout 76 was fun for like a week, overall still a waste of money. Dude, it's like almost free now, is the funny thing. I see some people enjoying that game, but it's definitely objectively bad. I haven't played it though. Let's see. Okay, what else other games for the GameCube I had? I had a NASCAR game. There was another shooter I had. I had a Call of Duty Rabbit Banui! Frickin' Banui! Oh, you guys are gonna like this. Once this downloads, you're gonna like this. Here. Oh shit. Here, look what I bought. Put this down. Where's it? Here it is. Banui! Banui! I'm keeping this. Putting that in backgrounds. If we're gonna use that for a racing network eventually. It seems like there's any good ones. Well, it seems like they're all the same anyway. Oh well. Well, good thing I checked because we got Banui overlay. Okay. Let me remember again. Okay, Sunshine, Paper Mario. I had a NASCAR game in it that was fun. I had Nickelodeon Party Blast, as I just said. There was God, what else? I had more GameCube games. The Dora game, like Dora Journey to the Purple Planet. That one was that was more boring. It wasn't that it wasn't that it did anything wrong. It was just that it was just a kid's game, so it played it very safe. That was the one Planet that was really nice though. I can't think of anything else I had for the GameCube. Imagine a hardcore Dora game. What else did I have for the GameCube? I had Melee, obviously. And some might consider Melee a bad game, but we're not gonna say near here or there. I'm really preoccupied because I'm trying to remember all those GameCube games I had. I don't think anyone thought at the time. At the time, yeah, fair enough. I think that's everything for GameCube. I might have had more, but I don't remember. Why is the arm so tiny? Okay. Oh, that was fucking. That was supposed to be hair. That wasn't supposed to be. Yeah. Played Scott Cawthon's games a long time ago before Final Fantasy. I think some of them were pretty bad, but I finished them. Yeah, I mean, you know, it happens when you're a struggling developer. One was a cool MMO. That was really. He made an MMO. That's interesting. Yeah, for the turn off. Legacy of Flan 3. What, was it a Toho? Was it entirely a Toho MMO? Heh ha ha. That's good. Oh, really? Flan is kind of gross. I don't like it that much. Anytime it appears, it's just... my parents always offer them to me. It's just like, I don't like it that much. Tasted it, just not my thing. I don't like the texture. Because then I try to make shitty games in the same engine around then. Oh, that's neat. You know, if it inspires you, all the better. There was definitely a lot of Flash games and a ton of like free, like very, very like, you know, shovelware games back then I played on the computer. Another Flan disliker. I mean, I guess I could give it another try next time and see if my opinion changes. But from what I tasted before, I still just don't like it as much. Let's add blushies. Actually, wait, let's add red to the actual line art. Or is it dark red? Is dark red better? Oh, darker is fine. Never had it, I should try. Oh yeah, go give it a try if there's some at parties, because usually they're normally always in Mexican parties for me. It's funny, you know? See, like, playing a game you didn't think was like, you didn't even know the creator, and then going back and realizing, oh my god, I played those games before. And I have the same art style, so it immediately became obvious. That's the guy! That's him! That's the guy! That's a shitty game I played on my PC like 15 years ago. There was, you know what? Let me show off the photo. It might also actually be in my Steam favorites. Hang on. And on my Steam, I don't think I have it here. Play. Oh, give me a sec. Hang on. Oddities. Should be in oddities. Not in oddities. Possible importance. No. Oh shit! Don't tell me Is it a watch later? Please tell me I saved the video so I know what the title is. It's not in here either. Give me a sec. Oh, let me keep playing the music. I think I have gotten rid of it. Yep. Alright, who can tell me there is a game where you play as a Play-Doh ship and you shoot in other Play-Doh objects and there's like co-op and it's very point-based? I used to have it in my oddities. I guess I got rid of it. You know what? If I just type in Play-Doh ship game on Steam. Nope, they did not show up. Ship shooter game on Steam. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay, cool. This game on Steam. There's a second one and it's mixed. But this one, I remember one day, like, that was a PC game we installed on a CD and playing it with my siblings. And it was like, It's just very simple. It's only $4. You can't even read the title art. It was just this weird, very simple, very just. You can tell it was like for a project maybe or something. I don't know, but it was just like, you know, for kids this was like everything, I guess. We never beat it because we kept dying, and I didn't know it was on Steam. Apparently there was an issue with it to be put on Steam, but then it was fixed. Yeah, everyone is saying my ultimate childhood game. Yeah, we'll play this with my dogs. Joy to see this again. Better than War Thunder? One person says better than War Thunder, but I think we found the next best thing. Yes, that was the thing. He got it licensed back. That super sucks that he had to go through that, but you know, that was the game. You know, I'm gonna favorite it in case it gets like really cheap. Probably not, but I'm just gonna add to the wish list. There's a lot of developers lost license and stuff back then. Probably since, you know, they were like, oh, we're gonna do this, thing, the super big thing, and the developers were like, oh my god, doing it for a full-time job, hell yeah, and then they got like, you know, napped. And that's what happens to the Plants vs Zombies creator. Like the team and Popcat that were sold by EA, all the members were fired and replaced by other people, and yeah. I mean, like the musicians stayed, but only to make one song, like the desert theme, and then left. Paper Last was sold to Sega temporarily, and yeah. Oh, that sucks. I mean, it's treated still nicely now, I guess. You know, Puyo Puyo Tetris and that kind of stuff, but it still hurts to see. Because, you know, all these developers were like giving their hopes and dreams. It's like literally, how can you turn down working with a big company like that? That's what they tell you to do all the time. You know? They tell you it's like, oh, you know, work hard and then get a license to a big company. And then your license gets taken. You know? And then they start doing things in the direction you didn't want to take, and so glad indie has now became. I mean, to be fair, another problem I have with indie devs is that, you know, you see them make a game, and then that's it. Like, what would the Bug Fables developers do now that they made a game? They probably won't make another one. It was just like for fun, just to fill a void in the Paper Mario trend. They're not gonna just keep making Bug Fable games. Like, unless they get in touch with the company, you know. Eventually, indie games are just going to be like a way of entry to entering, making actual games for another company, so, you know. Gotta think like that. You know what, let me delete this. Well, not delete it, let's just hide it. Actually, what am I saying? Yeah, delete it. It's not even... It's just using up space. People who make indie games hardly don't want to work in the industry. That too. Because then, you know, you hear stories of crunch time and that kind of stuff, and you're just like, maybe I won't. Like, will I just focus on myself and calmly make my own time to make a game? Or should I go with a company that does give me pay, but will extensively rush me and give me no time for my own personal life? Yeah. probably. I mean, that's also why I enjoy RPG Maker games, because they do stuff that the AAA companies will never do, like Endril, like Omori, like Lisa. Oh God, Lisa. Alright, with that being said, so let me send that all to DSK. There's 2 more left, and we've done 1 in 1 night. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like how happy this theme sounds. And man, let me tell you, it hurt when I heard the thing I was expecting to hear. These are the painful haunting me for weeks. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Oh, that game is super horrific. And I love it. That's why I love Omori so much. And that's why I like Endril so much. Now I gotta get... Oh, okay. It's not as devastating as Lisa. Lisa is very, like, grotesque, obviously, with the world. Omori is the more grounded to earth, but it will stab your heart. So, it is great. Just don't expect as, like, gruesome of a story. Because I don't think anything will ever beat Lisa the Painful. Like, when people have warnings... Just for hearing the music, like, you know, like Omori has a warning, but that's because it's, you know, for a certain group of people that have been following Omocat. That's like very into the Hikikomori stuff. I'm saying too much. Go enjoy. All right. Well, with this drawing or section of drawing left, let me organize everything. That is wife done, and now just 2 more left to go. Let me show. Hang on. Before I go. Let me show you that without color. I only have this guy. This guy was fun to draw because I liked using the glasses for emotions. I don't know why I wrote notes. I like the idea of the glasses falling off. And this one might look familiar if you've seen Helltaker art, because this is exactly taken from one of the girls that like pulled their glasses down. I really like that pose and I wanted to use them. And then the last one was, I did not organize this correctly. This one, that was kind of just like more relaxed, because this was like the last one I didn't expect. I like the bandage on the hair though, that one was funny. Alright, with that being said though, stop the music real quick. Next time, there will be more Omori. I've already decided on that. And, we're just gonna keep doing that until it's over. I think right now in the Omori Rage, I need to do the next half section of the real world. Oh, I shouldn't have said it when people were being sold, but we'll finish up some of the sections that we couldn't finish last stream, and then probably have a guest. I'm still not certain. They haven't received word on me whether or not the guest is coming or not, so we might just do it on our own or have Nia, if you remember Nia from Terraria. But I think that's pretty much it. I will do Minecraft streams again eventually when I take another little rest from Omori. But I don't know when. As for who to raid, I think let's go raid Mia Art, because it's been a while since I've raided. Mia hasn't streamed a lot ever since Abby, but it's always nice to see him. There we go. All right. Until next time. Watch Comic Girls. There's a lot of screaming.